You know that feeling when you're pulling an Epic 7 and you go on a dry spell, you're not able to pull anything for a while, but then out of nowhere you get that gold sparkle, or even crazier, that purple sparkle, and you're just like, oh bro, this is it, we're gonna get it! And it's a duplicate? What's going on, guys? This is Arkanen, and today we are going to look at these new developer notes that just popped up this morning on 8.7. Guys, take a look at this. This is actually insanely exciting. If you're anything like me, you've been waiting for what we've been all coining the grinder, the thing that will allow us to take our duplicated characters and be able to put them in to try and get new characters, because getting duplicates is one of the worst feelings in the world. So how does this grinder work? Well, to be honest, it's not really much of a grinder. Usually in a grinder situation, you have to take two characters, which could be imprints for other characters, grind them out together, and hopefully with random number generator, pull one new character if you're lucky. That's kind of what a lot of us had assumed was going to be the case. The way this one works is when you pull your very first Moonlight 5, they're going to give you that character just like you would before. But once you pull the second one, so the very first dupe, they actually will give you the character again, but also 10 galaxy coins. So what are those galaxy coins for? We'll jump into that detail here in a second, because they're also doing this with your red, green, blue characters. So your Tamarins, your Isarias, your Crows. The difference between the Moonlight and the Covenant summon type characters are that you only have to get one of the Moonlights, and then on the second one you're getting coins. When you do this for red, blue, and green characters, though, it ends up being after you've triple S'd them. So you would have to get them 6 times, and then on the 7th time, you would still get the character, once again, just like with Moonlights, but you also would get 6 Covenant coins to spend as well. So let's take a look at what those coins mean and how that shop actually works. So first, let's take a look at the Galaxy Coin Shop. So number one, you'll notice there's an ML5 right at the top to be able to buy with coins. That particular ML is an example of one that will be replaced every 30 days. They're always going to have at least one, and I think they're kind of specifically saying one at the moment, ML5 that will be purchasable with coins every single month. Same thing, they're also going to be adding in random level 85 epic accessories. They're adding Molagoras, reforging materials. All of these things, at least to some degree, are probably a bit baity, in the hopes that you'll take your time before you're actually, it'll take too much time to kind of get yourself one of those ML5s. So I would suggest just saving, because getting 4 is pretty amazing. But they do exist. There are different things for every person's account, so keep that in mind. Here's the thing with ML5s that are sort of cool with duplicates. Since you only need to get a second one of any ML5, most likely in your account, you're going to be keeping at least one of every ML5 that you pull, on the off chance that Smilegate buffs it, that you'll eventually have the Molagoras to actually build it or utilize it in your comps, because a lot of ML5s, I mean, to this day, are still the strongest characters in the game. A lot of those ones are pretty focused on by Smilegate as being kept up at a pretty high tier. Well, here's what's interesting. The cool thing about this coin system is you don't have to pull a whole bunch of the same character to be able to get a new one. So even just duplicating 4 times suddenly becomes actually not a bad feeling at all. Because now every 4 times that you duplicate, not only are you gaining the imprints, because you still get to keep the character, but you also now have the ability to wait every 30 days to see okay, is that a character I need? Boom, snipe it, pick it up, it's going to be good for your account. That's just an overall win. It's actually amazing the way this works, because now you're not having to focus on, oh, did I get 4 Ruels to be able to have enough of the coins to be able to buy something in the store? No, it's completely off of the second time you pull any ML5. That's incredible, and that really sets you up for success. For the red, blue, and green coin shop, it's a little bit different in the way that this is going to work. It's the same in that every 30 days they're going to replace the characters that you can actually pick up from your Covenant coins that you're going to get from duplicating them. However, there are going to be 2 of them as opposed to 1. At least according to this picture, it looks like it's going to be 2 of those, which is super exciting. Still going to have the random level 85 epic equipment, still going to have Molagoras, still going to have equipment charms. All of that kind of stuff is going to still be the same on how you decide to use them. Again, all good for your account. Just depending on kind of what you need. What's interesting about this, though, is that it's actually so much harder to be able to get a lot of these Covenant coins, because essentially you have to pull 6 of a singular character, and on the 7th pull of that character is when you finally end up getting 8 coins. Not to mention the fact that, as you can see, it's 64 coins to pick up a blue, red, or green character anyways, meaning you would have to do that 8 times, and 8 times on top of the fact that there are way more RGB characters in the pool. That's going to only make it exponentially more difficult to be able to pick up some of these Covenant ones. So probably going to have to be a little bit more picky, a little bit more specific when you're using your Covenant coins in particular. It's still a great system. These will actually, I think, feel more rare than duplicating an ML5, which is insane to say out loud, but it actually feels like it might be a little bit. I mean, the whole purpose of these systems is basically to make it not feel so darn bad when you pull a duplicate of the same character. And to be honest, we already didn't really feel it that bad when it came to RGB characters, because we could either use them as Moonlight imprints, or pulling them more often was already kind of a common thing, so you could use them as potential fodder however you wanted to. So now this is just giving you more options and more opportunities for, hey, as you continue to pull these more often, as our accounts start to age, honestly, time, age, and pulling on our accounts is going to be probably one of the best things our accounts can have when utilizing these coin shops. We're going to be able to use them more often the further down the road we go. So to wrap it up, this is exciting news, guys. The ability that we now know we're going to have for the future moving forward with our accounts, the ability to just pick up a character that we want, to feel like every pull is actually important, and that the longevity of playing this game is worth it. Like, these types of systems being implemented in the game are only going to add value to being a player today moving forward. It's only going to take that much longer for new players when they jump in and try and jump into this. All that said, they are coming up with good systems for all of that stuff too, so I have to give it to Smilegate. I really do feel like lately they've been coming up with some really cool ideas to really kind of add some longevity to this game, and to sort of utilize the pull system that they already have and make it even just that much better. So appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching today. Like, comment, subscribe. It's all super important for helping us to grow. All that said, we really appreciate your guys' support. Have a wonderful rest of your week, day, month, whatever, whenever you're watching this video. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.